Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to another installment in Spanish 310 Advanced Grammar Remote. I wanted to make a really quick video with some information about the fourth essay, the expository essay. I mentioned it in the email I sent earlier this morning, but I thought it might be useful to sort of walk you through where you can find all the material. I think it will be easiest if I share my screen with you. You will find all the material you need to compose the fourth and final essay in the content section of the Blackboard shell. So just navigate to the folder entitled Essay Prompts and Rubrics. And then if my internet works, yes. Navigate down to the fourth folder, Expository Essay Materials. In the fourth folder, assuming it opens, you will find two documents. The second is the rubric. I'll let you look at that on your own. If you have any questions about it, though, please feel free to let me know. The first document is the guidelines, and that's what I want to look at with you briefly. Again, assuming it opens. It did. Excellent. So the expository essay is an essay that you will obviously write outside of class, but it was originally designed to be written outside of class. An expository essay is an essay in which you explain or describe a person, place, event, or process. The expository essay in this class is designed to allow you to explore a topic related to the Spanish-speaking world while refining and polishing your written Spanish. Now, I have a list of topics here, 5 possible topics. These are just suggestions. You do not have to write about these topics. They're just designed to give you an idea of, I think, appropriate topics for an expository essay. So I'll talk through them very briefly, give you a sense of what sort of essay this might be, and then talk about the logistics of the essay. So here's one topic. Compare and contrast any two 19th century presidents of the same Spanish-speaking country. So learn a little bit about presidential history in the 19th century. Second, describe the origin, character, and significance of a cultural, artistic, or musical festival held regularly in a Spanish-speaking country. If you choose this one, I would encourage you to be creative. So there are some options that I think fail the creativity test. If you really want to write about the Day of the Dead, please write about the Day of the Dead, but like be really committed to it. Yeah. If you're thinking about choosing this topic, do a little research. Find something that's a little bit more off the beaten path. 3, describe and explain the continuing importance and influence of the indigenous population or populations of a Spanish-speaking country. 4th, select the Spanish-speaking country and describe in broad terms the contemporary political scene. What are the main parties? What are their platforms? Who are their leaders? And so forth. Describe in detail, number 5, the immigration dynamics of one Spanish-speaking country. Where in general do people immigrate from, and where do people immigrate to? How has immigration affected the country? So again, just to reiterate, these are options. You don't have to write about any of these topics. You are more than welcome to select a topic on your own, but just let me know ahead of time. Some guidelines. First, the essay will be due on the same date as the final exam. I say here that you should write a minimum of 1,500 words. I actually intended to change that. So I think 1,000 to 1,200 words will be more than sufficient. 1,500 words turns out to be a lot about a topic of this nature. So shoot for 1,000 to 1,200 words. 3, your essay should include reference to at least 3 scholarly sources. Now, I say something found at the library. Obviously, in this case, I mean something found on a database at the library. In general, newspapers, magazines, Wikipedia, although useful for informing yourself about the topic, will not count as scholarly sources. You should cite the sources using the citation method with which you are most familiar. So if you prefer MLA, that's great. If you want to do APA, Chicago, Turabian, doesn't matter to me as long as it's consistent and easy to follow. I would like you to double space the essays and type them in something like Times New Roman 12 point. A final note, the expository essay is not an argumentative essay, and it does not require a thesis, so you're not necessarily defending a claim or a thesis. It should, however, have a sort of main idea that serves roughly the same organizing function as a thesis. So no thesis in the strict sense of the term, but certainly a main idea to give your essay some coherence. Okay? So that is what you're looking at for the expository essay. Remember, it's due on the date of the final exam. I will post a submission box in Blackboard so that you can submit it directly to Blackboard. If you'd like me to take a look at the essay before you submit it, I'll be happy to do that as well. Just let me know. Okay? Very well. As always, if you have any questions about the essay or anything else, let me know. Have a good afternoon and bye-bye.